Mama! Ooh! Hello, friends.
Hello.
Mama was the buzzword today, apparently. So
I got heated.
in honor of Brunch with the Tour, it did get heated there for a minute.
Yeah.
Glad to have you. Welcome in. It's After the Drill.
Hello, After the Drill fans.
It's hump day. Dan's
Hump
favorite
day.
day. Hey,
What day is it? I love that camel.
You do. You're
He's
kind of a
sort of-
camel guy.
He sort of had a rebirth, if you will. Like the
Well, they did that whole thing. They brought it was like Geico they brought back all their old commercials.
Did they?
They had like a website you could go vote for your favorite.
That
So
never
they brought them all back.
That never gets old for
They
me.
brought back a bunch of them. Yeah, I like the camel. The camel's good.
I love the camel.
Well, speaking of Wednesdays, our friend Kitsmart John just tuned in to watch After the Drill. Hello, John.
John, we whooped your
hope you
ass
enjoyed
today,
your beating
boy.
again today. Are you still sitting on a bag of frozen peas
What up, Johnny?
after getting your ass
Which way to the
obliterated?
beach, Johnny?
Maybe another cycle. Maybe a 2-cycle day on Wednesdays, John. Double
What
dip.
do you think is more similar bodily wise?
Me or John?
Beef's head or my arms compared to John?
It's close.
Very close, isn't it?
Close.
Yeah.
I give the edge to my head, but it's close.
Thank you.
It's close.
Thank you.
Mike. What
Back.
day is it?
Hump day!
Thank
Backs
you.
and shoulders today.
It was an epic segment today, John. Thank you. Won by us.
Which one did we miss? We missed one late, right?
We missed, some chicken feathers question about who wrote the Miami Vice theme song.
Oh, yeah.
Jan Hammer.
Jan the Hammer.
And his brother Arm and Hammer. So the combine is getting underway, Dan. I was watching as the measurements poured in. I was hoping Kyler Murray's measurements would drop
Tomorrow,
in.
I think.
Does he measure tomorrow? Because some of the quarterbacks were measuring today.
They were?
Yeah.
I didn't see any.
Charles Robinson was tweeting out measurements as they were coming.
Oh.
I think the quarterbacks and
Maybe it's today.
some of the guys that arrived yesterday are measuring today. The kickers, punters, I think quarterbacks and running backs are measuring today. So I was watching to see if Kyler Murray's measurements had come in. They did
That'll
not
be big news, dude.
by the end of the show, unfortunately.
Yeah.
A lot of guys were measuring in. I saw that, what's the guy's name? I'm brain farting on the first name. The quarterback, Rippon.
Brett.
Brett Rippon.
Yeah.
He had small hands. Came in. And
Players arrive in Indy starting Tuesday.
they arrived in Indy, I think.
On-field workouts start Friday.
Yeah, but I think the measurements today, Wednesday.
Wednesday, coach is scheduled to meet with the media. Gruden, Flores, Fangio,
Yeah.
Harbaugh. There's
That's
Dougie Marrone.
But I believe
GM schedule. Thursday, coaches.
Well, that doesn't matter.
We don't have it.
There's measurements coming in.
I don't know.
There's
They're coming in.
There's measurements coming in today. They're measuring today.
Okay.
Some of the players are measuring today. Not every group. There's 3 groups. The quarterbacks are in this group that's measuring today. So we should have Kyler Murray's measurables by the end of the day. So we'll certainly have them in the morning tomorrow. That was one of the big talkers was, has some of the quarterbacks in the last few years sort of cast doubt on just how critical hand size is? Jared Goff was the number 1 pick.
I
was
think-
very successful with
you
very
can-
small hands.
I think for every measurement,
There's a guy.
you can find some guy who bucks the trend.
Right.
I just think it's crap.
So
Honestly, because I think 40 time or height or weight or hand size or velocity of the throw. Remember, we thought we had the velocity figured out?
what do you think is a bigger deal as far as it pertains to Kyler Murray being a potential high
That was our
first
poll
round
question.
pick? For me, I feel like I'm more concerned about the weight than the hand size.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just want to know that he's able to put on and maintain enough bulk on that frame because that was always the knock from watching him. He just seemed frail, just seemed small.
He seems
Slight. And that was my concern. I wasn't concerned about the height. I mean, it's a concern just because in the history of the NFL, guys have done it, but by and large, it's not, the size of a quarterback, a 5'9", 5'10" guy. But he obviously, he played in the big, it's not like he was playing in like the SWAC somewhere and carving dudes up. I mean, he played in the Big 12, won a Heisman Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing in front of a big NFL caliber offensive line. He was playing against big NFL caliber defensive linemen. And he threw the ball all over the yard. And not just, bootlegging it and getting out of the pocket and making things happen. He stood in the pocket and made throws at a high percentage. So it wasn't so much the height.
It says here Kyler Murray will step on the scale Thursday at Lucas Oil Stadium for one of the most anticipated weigh-ins in NFL Combine history.
So I guess, that's weird because there were quarterback measurements coming in.
Yeah.
So that's weird. They're just trying to stretch it out. They know he's the guy everybody's waiting for.
Well, yeah.
So
Kyler, we're going to have you go Thursday for the national TV audience.
Right. Live on national television, you will weigh in. You know what small hands means? Small gloves. Very good.
Very nice.
Yeah. So it's
look at those mitts.
I just want to know that Kyler Murray can bulk up his frame enough without losing foot speed.
Let me tell you something. He's bulked it up for this thing because he wants to weigh in at over 2.
They
say he's going to be 206.
That seems to be what everyone's saying. He's going to come in 200 plus, 206,
5'10", 206 is.
If he's 5'10", 206, and the hands aren't sub 9, it gets interesting.
I think he's sub 5'10", but I don't think he's 5'8".
Yeah.
I think he's 5'9" something, and I think I think you could pretty much tell what you're going to weigh. So if he says 206, if you're telling people you're going to weigh 206, then you should weigh 206. Why would you come in and weigh 192?
Right. What's the point of getting it out there that you're going to weigh 206?
Because the truth is the truth. So.
It's not like you're not weighing in until after the draft.
I think he may weigh in at 206 and then by dinner time be 202.
Sure.
I think 206 is his max that they're pushing him for without looking, chubby.
Well, that's the question too, because they don't do that at the combine, or at least they certainly don't release those results. But I'd be curious to see if they get out that little pinchy tool and see what the body fat is versus the weight.
Get the pinchy tool out.
Yeah, the little pinchy thing and see.
Oh boy,
a little doughy. That's what I'm curious about with Kyler. It's like, well, how'd you get to 206, Kyler? How'd you get from what looked like 185 to 206 in a matter of months? Did did you just pack on muscle mass, or did you do the John Belushi diet and have little chocolate donuts on your training table?
Yeah,
that's what I'm curious about. Is if Kyler Murray has gotten just thick, if he's gotten big,
right?
Because like you said, if he weighs in, if he's 5'9", he's more than 5'9", but less than 5'10". So he's like 5'9" and a quarter, and he's 205, and his hands are greater than 9 inches, so at least they're bigger than Jared Goss.
Right.
And you're the Jaguars sitting at 7, and Dwayne Haskins is already off the board.
Right.
Are you enticed?
Yeah, I am.
Or are you still concerned?
I like Kyler Murray.
I think I'm enticed.
I take a shot. If I don't sign Nick Foles. If I sign Nick Foles, I'm not drafting the quarterback.
Right. But assuming you don't go after Nick Foles, which certainly there's, everybody has an opinion on Nick Foles, and it's mixed.
What else happened on the show today?
Oh, what else? You quickly poo-pooed Jeff's, brought up this ridiculous hot take narrative of LeBron should sit for the rest of the season. That's dumb.
That's dumb.
It's dumb, and we shot it down because it's dumb.
Dumb
things are dumb.
That's a bad look for our industry when we start doing stuff like that.
The 24-hour take cycle is bad.
Yeah, I don't like that.
We're in a bad era.
I'm okay with saying things. I'm not.
Media.
Look,
on that
you
front.
can kid around and say some outrageous things, but when you're sitting there and actually debating that's a waste of everyone's time.
That's a debate that's should be kicked around in a prep meeting and go, yeah, that's actually pretty dumb.
Yeah, we're not going to bring that up.
We're not going to bring that up on the air because that's actually pretty stupid. But it was fun to chit-chat about.
Yeah, what else happened?
We had brunch with the tour.
That was good.
Chris Reimer is still very high on Tiger Woods. Like the players, winning, performing well and winning. He's not concerned about any of the struggles he had on the West Coast. Feels
we got
strong.
some baseball talk into it.
We got a little bit of baseball talk. Now, you got on Jeff, and I think fairly, as he quickly and proudly boasts himself as a huge Atlanta Braves fan.
Huge.
Watches a ton of Atlanta Braves games. And he does.
I'm going to goad him into going to a game in Atlanta.
And you asked him fairly if he's been to a game in Atlanta yet at the new stadium.
The answer is no.
And no is the answer.
You can't go 2 years
and,
with
he calls it the new stadium, and quite frankly, we're going into year 3 at the new stadium.
Not only that, you just can't be a huge Braves fan when your team is 5 hours. I go to the
away.
Mets every year.
If the Cubs were 5 hours away,
training.
I'd be there a lot.
Last year I did spring training, Miami, and Toronto.
Sure.
This year.
Well, it's the same thing. It's like, the Mets are in Miami. What, 2-3 times a year?
This year
you got to get to.
This year we're going after Seaver, the Seaver Soda.
That's right. You're going after Seaver in wine country.
And I've got some terrible bad news about that.
Oh no, Seaver found out and he shut it down.
No, he hasn't found out, but apparently he's not doing well health wise.
Oh no,
and I'm concerned. In fact, I saw a quote from Nancy, the lovely Tom Terrific's wife,
Mrs.
married in Jacksonville, by the way. because he pitched for Jacksonville in the 60s.
Right, he was for the were they called the Suns at that point, or were they something else?
Might have
that time.
Might have been the Mets.
They might have been the Mets.
I can't remember. They might have been the Suns. Anyway, she says he got Lyme disease a few years ago, and then it reoccurred. He's not doing well. Healthy.
Well, that's the type of thing that at an older age can really just ravage the body, can tear you up.
So it's very disappointing.
Well, I hope Tom's doing okay.
Yeah,
and I hope your buddy.
It's a vision quest.
I hope your buddy, who you've said is sort of almost.
He's the Bill Veeck of Jackson.
Yeah, almost gifted in his ability to make these things happen. Can pull it off for you, because I know that's your guy. I mean, that's like everybody in this business and everybody watching. We're all sports fans. We all love sports.
Right.
We've all loved sports since we were little kids. And everybody has that one guy.
He's my guy.
Was your hero when you were a little kid.
That's my guy.
Tom Seaver is Dan's guy. For me, it was Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
Barry Sanders was my...
Dale Murphy.
Now, look, I love Jordan. Don't get me wrong. I love Jordan. Yeah, but I knew at a very young age, Jordan was a horse's ass. You knew it. You knew it from watching him. You could tell.
He's love the Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders had this very quiet grace about him.
Yes.
And he's very elegant in his interviews. And, and I always liked the way that when he scored, there was no fanfare about it. He just chucked the ball to the official and off to the next one. I always loved Barry Sanders. He was
Years ago, my friend was in New York for a Mets game.
Go to a Braves game!
And I happened to see, being a Mets fan, that Tom Seaver was doing an appearance. And so you could go get autographs. So I alerted to him and his son that Tom Seaver was there. And he's like, oh, man, that's great. So he went to get Tom Seaver's autograph. And it said clearly in the thing, no pictures and blah, blah, blah. Of course, my friend, being a New Yorker, took a picture of Tom and got it autographed and sent it to me.
That's funny.
I also have an autographed Tom Seaver HOF baseball that was given to me by former Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher Jim Rooker, who lives in Jacksonville. It's a heck of a nice
guy. Very nice gift.
Very nice. Great. One of the best gifts I've ever received.
Tyson says, Pippen was always my favorite growing up.
See?
Pippen was, I always, as far as guys you liked on the team, like growing up a Bulls fan as a kid, Pippen was always sort of my guy.
Yeah.
You love Jordan because he was the best. Mm-hmm. But it was almost like too cool to like Jordan.
You know what I want to do the next time we do After the Drill, because we're wrapping today's edition up, because we've gone on way too long.
Everyone, Dougie Marone's about to speak. We got to go lay tape.
Oh, yeah. We should do a live After the Drill phone call to Sticks to see how he's doing in Boston.
See how he's doing. Speaking of live After the Drill elements, Dan, great news. I've gotten the thumbs up from the boss man. He's let me. I've already gone ahead and made the order. Mm-hmm. I won't.
After the Drill T-shirts?
No.
After the Drill hats?
We're going to jump in on a viral sensation that's going on right now. It's called the Choco Challenge from Fuego Box. It's a little chocolate bar that's made with the Black Reaper pepper, and you film yourself eating it.
Okay.
Now, I will politely allow you and Jeff to tap out if you don't want to do it.
Okay, but you're going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
And I'll recruit some others.
Okay.
We got 5 of them coming. And the videos I've watched of people eating them, it's awful. But it does...
Is it worse than the chip?
Probably so. And proceeds from it it's raising money for prostate cancer awareness. 1 in 9 men are diagnosed with prostate cancer. So it's a good cause. And but we're going to get on that in the next couple weeks. So I'm not sure we'll be involved in it, but we'll do it live on Facebook as part of After the Drill. And we'll all burn together. So stay tuned for that.
Look forward to that. That's After the Drill only.
That's After Drill
exclusive. That's special programming for After the Drill only.
But right now,
that's why you got to hang with After the Drill.
I'm nervous about it. Being honest with you, Dan, I'm nervous. But we're going to go catch up. Doug Marrone speaking at the Combine. Dave Caldwell today, too. We'll see who the next Jacksonville Jaguar is. Haskins train. Choo-choo!
Peace out.